XSEED English Grade 5th, Block number 7, Writing a Review, Lesson Plan 2, Story Review Outline. Students will be able to fill in an outline for a story review and write an opinion on a story. Today we will read a person's thoughts about a story that he or she has read. It is called a story review. Today we will read the story review outline of the story The Nightingale. Everyone has read about the story The Nightingale, right? So now let's make a story review outline for the story. This is a review of a story, The Nightingale. The story was written by Hans Christian Andersen. It takes place in a beautiful palace in China. The main characters are the Emperor of China and the Nightingale. The story's main themes are the beauty of nature and freedom. The Emperor of China finds out about the beautiful song of a nightingale that lives in the forest behind his palace. The nightingale agrees to visit the palace and sing for the king. The king loves the song so much that he orders the nightingale to be kept in the palace forever. One day he receives a toy nightingale that sings beautifully and has rubies and diamonds on it too. Everyone praises the toy and the real nightingale flies away to the forest. Some years later, the toy stops working and the king falls ill. On his deathbed, he wishes to hear the song one last time. I really like the story because it tells us that all creatures are beautiful. The little nightingale was a plain grey bird, but her song was the most beautiful in the world. So, what are the different parts of a good story review? The first paragraph gives important details about the story, such as the title of the story, author of the story, main characters, settings, and the theme or the learning from the story. The second paragraph tells us the story in short. This is called the summary of the story. It does not tell us how the story ends. The third paragraph gives us the opinion of the person who has reviewed the story. The writer of a story review writes it to tell others about the story in short and give his or her opinions on the story. She does not tell us how the story ends so that we can enjoy the story when we read it. We read story reviews to find out about the story to decide whether or not we want to read it. Knowing the theme and the summary of a story help us understand the events better. Many of us like the story No Ordinary Soldier because it is about the love between a daughter and a father, and also about brave soldiers who fight every day to protect our country. Open your S2 Story Review Outline. Fill in the story review outline for the story No Ordinary Soldier. Paragraph 1 Introduction. Title No Ordinary Soldier. Author Anu Kumar. Characters Geeta, Lieutenant Colonel Sanjay Singh, Jang Bahadur, the soldiers. Settings An army post at the border of India. Theme A child's love is very strong. Paragraph 3 Your opinion. Did you like the story No Ordinary Soldier? Why or why not? Yes, I like the story No Ordinary Soldier. It is a very beautiful story about a daughter's love for her father. I also like the story because it tells us about the brave soldier who protect our country. Which character did you like the best? Why? I like the Lieutenant Colonel Sanjay Singh best. He's a very brave soldier who protects our country. Even though he was in charge of a battalion, he had a father's heart. He loved his daughter very much. He was also kind to his soldiers. When the guard fell asleep on the post, he was not angry but sent the guard into sleep and took over his post himself. Third, what do you think should change in the story? Why? The story should have described the events in more details. For example, when the enemy soldiers were caught crossing the border, the story should have described how Lieutenant Colonel felt and what he told his soldier.